I mean, going down the list of things I need to talk about, in like one of the biggest FAQs we get is, what do I take? I want more energy. And so right then, first of all, you think about the fact you've come to us to ask, what can I take for more energy? So you haven't gone and drunk Red Bull or V, or you haven't gone and just smashed more coffee. There's which are obvious kind of like external solutions, but obviously they're very shallow solutions. Now, the thing about like us here is we're not just offering, adaptogens, we're offering Taoist tonic herbs. And in kind of like in a question like that, it's a huge one. Like, you are asking, what can I do for more energy? And so that if you get into a little bit more of a nuanced approach of what's going on there, this can profoundly impact the rest of your life. And so if we can actually start looking a little bit deeper, if it's just adaptogens, it's like, yeah, just take adaptogens and they give you energy. But in the Taoist kind of system, we get to get a little bit more nuanced. What's the source of your lack of energy, and what type of energy are you really looking for? Because there isn't just one size fits all. So we can kind of use the Jing, Chi, Shen, the three treasures. And so in the Taoist herbalism, this is like, what's going to make a herb a tonic, is its ability to cultivate life, right? And so, and procure life through the Jing, our essence, the Chi, our animation, and Shen, our spirit. So for what is it for you? Majority of the time, people are like, I need more energy. What's actually going to be going on is you're living an unsustainable lifestyle, right? You're leaking your Jing essence, therefore you're opening yourself up to exhaustion, and you need to rely on external stimulation in order to get through the day. So you can feel into yourself and go, okay, perhaps I need to actually change my entire lifestyle, right? And so there might be things, there might be emotions and thoughts and that kind of thing as well. But definitely it's going to be sleep, definitely it's going to be diet, and definitely it's going to be like, the potential for Jing herbs to be in there and help you plug those gaps, and so that you actually are rocking a sustainable lifestyle and you're not leaking your Jing everywhere. Then perhaps it's that perhaps it is that you get a little bit easily fatigued. Perhaps you're feeling you're missing that spark, and you're missing that twinkle, that you kind of like you're feeling like you kind of have a mission in life, and you're really you're motivated. I'm not exhausted, but I just don't know how to animate this thing and get through the day. And so therefore I might be looking at your Chi. Maybe your digestive system isn't working very well. Maybe you can work on like with Chi herbs, like Poria, like astragalus, to get your spleen rocking once again, so that you can digest what you need out of your food. Maybe you need a little bit more of a breath practice, right? So maybe you need to actually just find a flow in life, find your flow in life, so that you can get what you need to spark yourself up. Then there's like maybe the third treasure, Shen. Not many people look at like the Shen treasure in terms of why I don't have energy. So it might be that, I've kind of got my physicality, and I've got some will that's associated with the Jing, with the Jing there. I'm not fatigued. You're not experiencing weakness of the limbs like you do with a Chi deficiency. And I'm digesting pretty well, but you're just lacking a motivation. Perhaps, that's like, that might be the energy that you're looking for. And Red Bull's definitely not going to do much in that sense, because, perhaps, in that Shen element association, perhaps it is got something to do with, more space to actually, quiet the mind and get down a little bit more into your body and into your heart, to tune into the direction that you want to be taking in your life, that is actually, like in alignment with your intention, that's actually like giving yourself space so that you can digest what's been happening in your life, take your experiences, and then create wisdom out of it. So you can go in a direction that's really, you feel is really, really loving, and really contributory. And so that's a huge one. Maybe you need to work with a meditative practice. Maybe maybe you need to just spend a little bit more time in nature, tuning into who you really are, where you really want to go, right? And that's where Shen tonics, possibly like reishi and pearl, and these beautiful Shen tonics are going to come into a little bit more relevance in that. So you can see, hey, I need more energy. Seems like a simple question. Absolutely not. It's a beautiful question though. And so if we can open up to more nuance, might be a little bit confusing in the beginning of like, and it might seem like all of them, Jing, Chi, Shen, all of them. So tune in, have a conversation with us. We'll help you kind of get in there, but hopefully that can just open up the doorway a little bit. So for you to know that there's progression, and start crafting, take a macro view as well. We're not just trying to get you energy this year or this decade. We're trying to ensure that this concept of energy and momentum, and the fact that you're actually building your Jing, Chi, and Shen all together, and going in a direction that's for you, not for like the Western culture or ideology or anything else like that. We got to get to the source of what's going on, and you can definitely use the Taoist tonic herbs, in our lifestyle consistently, right? They're not just like, they're not band-aids. A lot of people are going to take chi tonics like ginseng and astragalus and be like, right, chi tonics are all about energy and vitality, because out of any of the herbs we have, those are the energizing herbs. But if you are in an excessive sympathetic stressed out space, they might down-regulate you and hopefully put you to sleep. But, if you've got some Jing already and some foundations, those chi tonics might be that thing to kind of like bring the spark in the machine and bring you to life. But it has to be a very macro, long-term lifestyle conversation. Hope that helps, and I hope you can find that energy.